Yes, guys, welcome back to.
Subtle media.
You got it right this time, ladies and
I really
gentlemen.
thought about it then as well.
What we're going to do today is we're going to go through the fight tonight. Astrid and myself, we're going to give our predictions. Astrid, are you excited?
I'm very excited. I think this card is so stacked. It's going to be a crazy night.
So first off, we have Korn versus Unbear.
Yeah, I mean, I've met both of them. Unbear is really funny. He's the guy with the fake mustache, right?
Yeah, in the press conference. Yesterday at the weigh-in, he had a very different vibe.
Very different. It was like two different people, and he was bringing some aggression, if I'm honest with you. It is his first fight, though, and I do think he's a little bit nervous because when I spoke to him kind of off camera, he was asking for a little bit of advice, which, you know, I told him what I tell every fighter is just to stay calm and try and stay relaxed. So if he can do that, I think he's got a good chance.
Do you know how long he's been training for?
I actually have no idea.
He told me
isn't
yesterday.
it a week? Like
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's risky. And what about Korn?
9 months.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. I mean, he might come in and, you know, perform a miracle. I don't know. But judging by that, I think Korn will win.
Okay, next up, we have... How do you say that name?
Lewis Nesta? I see what you did there, because if I get it wrong, now you're blaming me.
Exactly. I've just saved myself the embarrassment.
I think Archie. I don't know. He just looks like he's a little bit more serious about it.
I'm trying to remember now. Is it Archie who's fighting? Because I know they kind of changed it, and it's like might be his brother.
Really? Why would that? Why?
Did you watch the prelim press conference?
I did. I was there.
Yeah.
I was commentating on it with Big Zoo. But I think with all of the prelims, there was just a lot of pushing and shoving. And I was just a little bit confused as to what was actually happening. But yeah, I'm going to go with Archie. I just have a good feeling about that. Whether it's him or his brother, I think they'll win.
Next, we have Zuckles versus the mystery opponent. Astrid, do you know who the mystery opponent's going to be?
I have no idea. But the last time we had a mystery opponent on Misfits, it was Pineda, and he came in and absolutely killed it. So I'm going to say the mystery opponent's going to win.
I think Keemstar came out and he said that the mystery opponent is someone that we're all going to recognise, and they've had, quote, a big body transformation.
Well, when you say body transformation, I think of Swarms, but he is...
He's already fighting.
Yeah, he's not going to do 2 fights in one night. Who else has had a body transformation?
I saw, do you know Gio, True Geordie's old editor,
Yes.
who now works with Logan?
Yeah.
Lovely guy, by the way. He's amazing. He tweeted saying it would be Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast. Yeah.
We're just going to... I think we should stop with the names, you know. Me and you aren't very good at names.
We're really bad at names, let's be honest. Wings versus Boogie. Now, this is a great fight for YouTube boxing history. They're both veterans, YouTube veterans. They're not in shape particularly, but they have lost a lot of weight for this fight.
Yeah.
How do you see it going?
I mean, they've both obviously got a lot of weight behind them, so I feel like that if they're punching each other and they land a good punch, it is going to hurt. They are only doing 1 minute 30 rounds, obviously because they're not fit. But I think that's going to be a really entertaining fight. I don't know if you saw, who was it who fought before, and his trousers kept coming down. Who was it, James? Paddy Murphy.
Paddy Murphy.
Yeah,
Is that on Misfits?
it was on Kingpin. But yeah, his
Oh, the first Kingpin.
yeah, the very first one.
With Simple Simon and Ed Matthews.
Yes, exactly.
What's your relationship like with Simple Simon right now?
Oh, non-existent.
Really?
Yeah,
When
no.
was the last time you spoke to him?
Oh gosh, probably over a year ago. It's been a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, because I wasn't even speaking to him before I had my fight with Keely.
Yeah.
Again, names.
We're not good with names. Blew up. All right, we'll
I'm
move
just
on.
hoping that we don't see any ass crack with this Wings and Boogie fight. That's all I'm saying. But
I mean, I'd like to see it.
are you, are you coming out to us right now?
No?
Convincing. Do you know, I don't really know too much about either of these guys, but obviously it takes a lot of balls to get in the ring. They've both trained hard if they've lost a lot of weight. I'm going to go with Wings, just because he seemed like he didn't have too much to say at the press conference. And usually the ones that are like kind of holding back, they're just going to release it all in the ring.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're on to the main card.
Yeah.
This fight in particular, Lil Kimchi versus Lil Belzy. Lil Belzy versus Lil Kimchi. What's your prediction?
I've been saying all this time I think Lil Kimchi, because she's been working very hard. She's very driven. She wants it. And she has got a little ounce of crazy in her, which I don't think Lil Belzy is ready for. But I do think Lil Belzy has seen that this week, you know, with the fish, everything that happened at the press conference. You know, Lil Belzy, Lil Kimchi has got a little screw loose. But Lil Belzy has been training with one of the best trainers out in Dubai. She's had a fight before. And she, again, seems like she's just saving everything for the ring. Also, Lil Kimchi does look nervous.
Do you think?
Well, behind the scenes, yeah. Which is fine. Everyone gets nervous for their first fight. I was nervous. But it's just about trying to control those nerves and stay relaxed. And if you can't do that in the ring and you can't stay composed, then the other person is going to win.
So what's your overall prediction?
I wanted to say Lil Kimchi. I have been saying Lil Kimchi for this whole week, but I think Lil Belzy is going to win.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know Kimchi called you out.
Yeah. I spoke about her. I spoke to her about this yesterday actually, and she was like, "Yeah, I've been saying that we're friends, but I've been saying I want to fight you." And I was like, "Well, it's inevitable because I have the belt.
Yeah.
You know, if I wasn't a title holder, then she might not be coming for me. But I imagine that most girls in the scene are going to be saying that because they're going to want the title.
Yeah. Everyone wants the belt.
Yeah, which is fair, but I'm willing to defend it. So
Ladies, you're gonna have to fight for it.
yeah, you're gonna have to come at me.
Right, so we got Lil Belzy for that one. I'm gonna disagree with you
Oh,
on this
okay.
one. I think Lil Kimchi's got it. I was in the gym with her the other day. She was training. She looked great on pads. I haven't seen Lil Belzy, so I'm coming from a bit of a naive standpoint,
Yeah.
and I'm a bit biased because Lil Kimchi's very nice. She's very cool.
Oh, she's lovely. Yeah.
She is very nice. So I'm backing her in this
Okay.
fight.
I mean, I'm backing her. I want her to win.
Yeah.
But realistically, I don't know. I'm just looking at it fairly. I
Okay.
think Lil Belzy might win.
Okay, and on to our next fight.
You're not saying the name.
I don't know if it's Thresh or Thrash.
It's Tennessee Thresh. Tennessee Thresh.
Tennessee Thresh.
I just say Tennessee. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tennessee versus
Paigey
Keiki.
Yeah. Tennessee. She's a very, very pretty girl. I don't know what she's doing in the ring, but she's a very pretty girl. But she also looks very nervous. And in the weigh-in, she was laughing a lot, and I don't know whether that was nervous laughter. She kind of didn't want to look Paigey Keiki in the eye either. She was like looking around. Paigey Keiki looks like she means business, and she looks like a scary-looking lady. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go with Paigey Keiki.
Virus versus DK Money. What do you think?
Again, I think Virus looked quite nervous yesterday. Obviously, he looks in shape. He's had fights before. DK Money, though, he just looks confident. He looks like he's ready. He obviously looks like he's been training hard for this fight. So I'm going to go with DK Money, but I'm not too sure on this one. I don't really know too much about Virus. I could be completely wrong. But I'm just going to go with DK Money. It's just my instinct.
I think Virus has had a few fights before. I would say a few fights. I think he's had 2 in Spain. And some Spanish influencer thing. So he brings in a big audience, Spanish audience.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen those fights. I don't know how good he is. But what I do know, it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I can't lie, that Virus is a bit tasty as well.
Do you like the way he looks?
Yeah, I'm hoping that DK Money doesn't bash his face up too much. But yeah, he's quite nice.
You going to try and speak to him after the fight?
Maybe I'll pull him into a room somewhere,
Yeah.
especially if he wins.
Nice. So this next fight is huge. A lot of people. This is the most spoken about fight in the whole build-up to this whole card. Salt Pappy versus Anthony Taylor. What do you think?
I'm not surprised that it's the most spoken because I feel like it's just I would never have put those two together. I would never have matched them up. I do rate what they did at the weigh-in. They turned it into a little musical. That was quite fun.
I really like that. Anthony Taylor. He's got vocals.
He's
got
actually
pipes.
a good singer. Yeah, no, I rate it. But yeah, you know, they're having fun with it. I know that they're friends, so I don't know whether that makes it a little bit awkward. But obviously they're both going to want to come out with the win. But I think it's going to be a real shame if Salt Pappy loses his streak.
I agree. It's a very risky fight for Salt Pappy, I think.
Very risky. But also, I feel like Anthony Taylor, he hasn't really had that good of a score with the Misfits, but he just keeps coming back as if he's won every fight.
It's true. It's true. Like, he has the confidence of a winner, and that's what counts when it comes to Misfits, I think.
Yeah, that's very true. He brings a good character. I just don't know how to call this one because like I said all weekend, they're completely opposite boxing styles. So I don't know if either is going to work with each other.
Let's hear the boxing analysis from Astrid Wett herself.
Well, Salt Pappy is very cool, calm, and collected. He'll be happy to be on the back foot and wait until he's got that good, clean shot that he's very good at finding with all of his opponents. So if he can do that and stay calm and avoid Anthony as much as he can until he finds that shot, then I think he might knock Anthony out. But I was talking to... I was talking to Idris Virgo yesterday, and he's fought Anthony Taylor, and he said that he's very hard to knock out.
Yeah.
He was landing some good punches on him, and it wasn't knocking him out. So, is Salt Pappy going to struggle? He might land the shot, that his knockout shot, but is it going to work? We don't know. And then Anthony's just going to come back like the big bull that he is and just bulldoze into him. I don't know.
He is a tank, Anthony Taylor. I've said this before. He is an absolute tank.
Yeah,
If he can weather the storm that is Salt Pappy and stay in there, he could win on points.
Yeah, I agree. If he just completely dissembles Salt Pappy's plan, which is what he usually does, then yeah, I think Anthony might have it in the bag. But I don't know. So if Salt Pappy can land the shot and actually knock him out, obviously Salt Pappy will win. But this is what I mean. I literally don't know. I can't call it.
Okay, so shall we say for this one, it's could go either way. It's a question mark.
Yeah, it's a big old question mark.
All right, the next fight, Deji versus Swarms. What do you think?
Again, these two are completely opposite of each other, but not in fighting ways. In the way that they're looking at it, Swarms is here. He is aggressive. He wants to win. He's angry. Deji's here to have fun. He's just chilling.
He said this. He said this. He said he's here to have fun. He's been very quiet, I think, in the build up to the fight.
100%. He hasn't really said much. He's just so calm. Again, which I spoke to Daly about, actually, his coach. I said I rate it. I rate it that he's calm and he's just, again, might be one who's saving all of the aggression for the ring. I feel like sometimes, you know, when people are going crazy at all the conferences or whatever, I feel like it's just a lot of bluster.
Okay.
They're trying to intimidate their opponent, and when that doesn't work, they're in trouble. So yeah, we shall see. I think Digi? New name. I think Deji's gonna win.
Okay.
Yeah. Although I do rate Swarms' body transformation. He's obviously worked very, very hard to get to the place where he is now. So I don't know. Again, I think it will be a very good fight, but I think Deji will win. And what time
Ladies
do you
and
call
gentlemen,
this?
Here he is.
he arrives.
Here he is.
Ollie, come join us.
I'm very hungover, but we are here.
Ollie, I appreciate you finally making it. We're doing a prediction video for the fights tonight.
Yep.
So we've gone to the final one, KSI versus Joe Fournier. What's your prediction?
I don't want to say it.
Why?
You can say it.
Is it controversial?
Yeah. I think Joe Fournier's harder than JJ thinks he is, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be a very, very tough fight. I can see JJ still winning, but it will be a very, very tough fight.
Astrid, what do you think of that?
I mean, I kind of agree. Obviously, Fournier is a professional boxer, so you're not going to expect it to be easy for JJ. But JJ's just so confident. You got to back my boy. He's going to win. Yeah, I did have another point, but it just slipped my mind.
It's gone. The mind point is gone.
Yeah, what was I going to say? But also, Fournier's an older fighter, and I've been told that his last fight was not great at all. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know whether he's going to expect JJ to be as good as he is. I think he might overlook the influencer scene, you know, not really take it that seriously, and then be surprised when he's actually in the ring. So, yeah, I think JJ's going to win.
Okay. And you say Fournier?
50-50. 50-50. I hope JJ wins.
Okay.
I hope he wins, but it can go either way.
Okay. I was going to say, because if you were the 100% Fournier, we need to have a bet going on here.
No. I'm not betting against KSI.
Okay, okay, nice.
Grabbing my hand. For the past 5 minutes, I've been sat here and I've been thinking, what's going on?
I was playing with something that was behind the sofa.
Getting squalls.
I thought it was part of the sofa. I was squidging your fingers.
Should I, guys, do you want me to, should I leave and leave you two alone?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
No.
don't worry. I'm 18 now, actually. Come on.
Astrid, he's
shut
18
up.
now.
No,
He's 18 now.
No. We're not going there.
Sorry.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Astrid Wett and partly Ollie Ball's fight predictions for tonight's fights. Guys, you excited?
I'm so excited. I'm buzzed for this one.
Ollie?
Very excited. I cannot wait.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on the channel that is
Subtle Media.
Thank you for watching.